afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham 𝗕𝗟𝗟, that's Durham, North Carolina's online community paper, which I invite you to check out at durhamskyrwriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, basically, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and then I invite you to join me on camera, shoot the breeze, etc. Let me give a shout out to my former employer, the Jazz Institute of Chicago. That's where I was working before I moved here. In 2000, when did I move here? 2001. Yeah, wow. That was a long time ago. Yeah, I've been here for a while. But anyway, and this is my mom's hometown, by the way. So let me get started by, let's start on the word page. That's the government and nonprofit information page. I'm going to start out by saying what I always say, and that is that the city of Durham has a water hardship fund to help you if you've fallen behind in your water bill. Also, DSS, social services, that's the county. They have an emergency fund to help people whose jobs have been affected by COVID-19. They might be able to help you with your mortgage or your rent payments. Okay, you can read all about that and other programs on the word page. Also, I just wanted to turn your attention to the American Red Cross. They have lots of free classes. Now, the way it's set up is kind of odd. They have some classes are online only, online and classroom only. So, and in terms of the classroom classes, of course, the in-person classes, they do practice social distancing, of course. The American Red Cross, they know how to do it best. But I wanted to also mention that there is a free class called Psychological First Aid, Supporting Yourself and Others During COVID-19. And that's free and it's online, so be sure to check that out as well. All righty, let's see. What else is in the word section? I wanted to also mention Durham Tech. Of course, Durham Technical Community College has a wonderful small business center. And even though Durham Tech is right here down the street from me, the Small Business Center is actually downtown. And it doesn't really matter because all the classes are online, at least for now. So let's see what's going on today. So today at 5, from 5 until 7, Marketing Monday using video and YouTube. You definitely want to attend that one. Then 6:30 until 8:30, volunteers, where to find them and how to keep them, also very important. Also today, from 7 until 8, the ABCs of starting a business in today's crazy economy. All are awesome, all are free, and all can be found on the word page. Just scroll down, click, register, and attend. Simple as that. Okay, now school tools. Let's go to school tools. The article about free lunches has been totally overhauled. Things have changed. So Durham Public Schools, they're still distributing free lunches on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And here's how it works. They distribute a week's supply of breakfasts and reheatable meals on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 until 12:30. And there's, 8 different schools that are listed. Okay, I'll just read them off real quick. Burton, Carrington, Fayetteville Street, Hillside, Lakeview, Lakewood, and Hartwood. Also, this is Durham Public Schools now, there are additional spots Monday through Friday where you can pick up meals for your kids. And this is basically from 11 until 11:30. Just very quickly, I will mention East Durham, Hillside Park. These are not necessarily schools. The East Durham Recreation Center, Hillside Park, Lyon Park, T.A. Grady, and then Brogdon Middle School, and then the Gear Street Midland Terrace parking lot. It's a big parking lot. So that's new information, and that is Monday through Friday, 11 until 11:30, just to let you know. I won't be mentioning this every day. I do want you to go to the school tools page for this information. Durham County has the Eat and See program, and there's 18 schools where you can get free food for your kids. So read about that. I won't list out all 18 schools right now, but do go to the school tools page for that information. All right. Now let's see. Let's go to the health page. Why not? And as always, I do have COVID-19 information, including Lincoln Community Health Center, which is where you would take your child. Now, there's going to be a very special series starting today, a mental and emotional health series. It will be Monday through Friday, this week only 7 o'clock. Everything's going to be online, and then Saturday at noon. And we'll be talking about that later in the show. I'm going to have a special guest after I read these announcements. Okay, let's see. Let us start, or rather, let us click on the Senior Scope page. The Durham Center for Senior Life, they're picking up in terms of their programming. As COVID-19 continues, they realize they have to just put things online. So they've been doing workouts online on their Facebook page. So there's a link. You go to the Senior School page for more information on their programming. But I did want to mention that on Tuesdays, they're going to have yoga sessions online. So you call, you ask for extension 124, and then you register, and then they will send you the Zoom link. That's going to be tomorrow at 11 o'clock, and that should be fun. Yoga. Okay, now let's go to the legally, and I do want to mention again that you want to go to the senior page and see the other programming that's available and becoming available at the Durham Center for Senior Life. Okay, and I hope they're gearing up to open soon. We'll see. Legal page, City Council, they're meeting today. They're having a regular meeting from 7 until 10. And the link for viewing the agenda is right there on the Legalese page. Also, I have links for you to watch the meeting tonight. Again, it's from 7 until 10. Durham City Council. All right, and let's see, I think there's something going on. Oh, yes, Kids Voting Durham. They have this wonderful countdown to election day series of activities where you can sign up, and a new activity will be sent to you and your family via email on Tuesdays. It's just to get people interested in voting, to get the family talking about it, etc. So be sure to check that out on the Legalese page. Also, Legal Aid NC, as always, on Mondays from 4 until 5. It's an online thing called Home, and that is housing on Monday evening. That's where you talk about different topics dealing with housing, evictions, rent abatement, whatever. So bring up the topic and they'll discuss it with you. Okay, now let's go to the Let's Go page, and that is the calendar of events page. And the Durham Board of County Commissioners will be having their work session today. Actually, wait a minute. That just happened. Never mind. But I do want to let you know that the New Visions of Africa restaurant, as always, they give away free meals from 3 until 6 on weekdays. That includes today. They are next to W.D. Hill on Fayetteville Street. I told you about Home. Legal Aid NC told you about that. Marvis Fun is having her beginner's line dance class. That's always fun. It's free. It's on Zoom, and it's from 7 until 8 tonight. So be sure to check that out. It's on the Let's Go page. Let's see. Also, Erica Vinson from the Empower Dance Studios and the LGBTQ Center of Durham, they're co-hosting a virtual 90s cardio funk dance party that's going to be this evening from 7:30 until 8:30. They do ask that you register by 6:30 and pay what you can. It's no big deal. They're not asking for any particular fee, but whatever you can afford, just send it to them. I think via your Zelle or PayPal or Cash App. They're so modern. Okay. Now, tomorrow morning, the Durham County Sheriff's Office, they're having their rabies vaccination clinic for cats and dogs from 9:30 until 11. You do pay $10 cash only, exact change. and you do make an appointment. No more walk-ins because of COVID-19, and then that can again be found on the Let's Go page. Oh, one more thing. Let's not forget that the New Visions of Africa restaurant on Tuesday, that's tomorrow morning, they have their grocery giveaway. They lay the food out on the picnic tables. They give you a bag, and you just go to town, pick up whatever groceries you might need if you are in need. That starts at 11:30. They do ask that you arrive at 11 so that you can sign up and get in line. And also, they require face masks. Okay, also free bag lunches tomorrow from noon until 1 at the Nehemiah Christian Center. That's downtown on Mangum. Okay, weather report. It's perfect. It's 66. It's sunny. It's going up to 72. It's going to be sunny all day, which is wonderful. Tomorrow it's going up to 75. It's going to be sunny, and I think soon, I think we're going to get 80-degree temperatures soon. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be 81 on Wednesday. I'm looking forward to that. Oh, yeah. So that's pretty much it. Share this out so that more people can find out what's happening today in Durham. And let's see what's going on with God. Oh, Tachi's here. Hey, Tachi, let me put your greeting there on the screen. Welcome, Tachi. If you'd like to hop in, that would be awesome. But I do see Guy waiting in the wing. So let's see what's going on with Guy R. Cook from the Guy R. Cook Report. Guy, what's new?
Hey, well, you know what I used to say when people said what's new, I would say New Mexico, New York, etc. But I won't do that to you because that would be a dad joke, and I want to save those up.
I love corny jokes.
It's Monday, and so that means one of the graphics I made some time ago, new Monday, new week, new goals. And my goal this week is to increase awareness. And so I'm going to have interviews. And now somebody asked me in podcasting, do you just do interviews just bang right off the top? Or do you prearrange the questions that we're going to ask? Like, if I'm going to ask you questions, I'm going to say, hi, Tachi. I'm going to say, what's new at the Durham Tech Center? And you would respond with, well, this week they're going to say blah, blah, blah. Why am I hearing static?
I don't hear static.
It's my headphones. They're shot. You got to quit buying stuff at yard sales. That's what it is. Anyway,
the important thing.
Yeah. So the 27 questions, I made up a list from questions list I found online. Don't ask me where, I forgot. The challenge that I give to interviewers like interviewees like yourself. Let's say we're going to do an interview with Pat Murray. Okay. You go through the list of 27 questions, and these are the things I want more people to know about me, right? Because people buy from people they know.
Sure.
See, I'm more inclined to buy from Tachi, for instance, than somebody I've never heard of.
That makes sense.
At least I know the name. It's somebody that you know. It's the shirt tail endorsement, whatever you want to call it. And the other thing I was going to talk about, you see this? Oh, right here.
Yeah. What does it say?
Midnight Madness.
Ooh.
Do you know what that is?
No. Sounds intriguing.
In 1995, Microsoft had the first version of Internet Explorer available for download. They launched it at midnight on a work night. So Guy downloaded it, of course, because that's the way I am. And I tried to unzip it. It wouldn't install. What the heck? So I wrote this flaming email. This is crap. You got me downloading this on a work night. I'm staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning, blah, blah, blah. We're sorry. You have to have 60 megabytes free on your hard drive to install this product. Well, back in those days, if you had a 1 gig hard drive, you had a monster.
Most people had like 20.
20 or 40 megabyte hard drives
Mm-hmm.
in that day. So I said, okay. So I deleted a whole bunch of stuff that I could get back from reinstalling, and got the Internet Explorer working. They said, we're going to send you a T-shirt, and that's just for downloading. You get a T-shirt.
Yeah, that's cool.
And ready, the software of your choice. Think back in 1995. What was hot potato?
Space Invaders.
Yeah, there was that era. But what I asked for, I went to the boss at the internet provider I was the marketing director for. I says, they're going to give me free software. What should I get? Should I get Golf or something? No, don't get that. That's corny. Ask for Windows NT. Wow. Windows NT workstation came in the mail. Wow. And I then became a true power user. Okay.
I guess, yeah.
So this is one of my favorite shirts. It's kind of old because
it's got a great story behind it too. Hey, listen, Guy. 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 𝗖𝗜𝗧𝗬 is here to promote her very special mental and emotional well-being series, which starts tonight. So, do you want to hang around, or should I?
I can lurk. I can lurk and listen.
Okay.
I don't have to be on here, because if I'm on here, the Indian name I was given was Talk a Lot. You know why? So it would be better to have me off camera, so then if any trigger occurs, that reminds me, that Guy won't go off. Anyway, you have a good Monday. Okay. Go check out my link and find the 27. I'll send you the link to the 27 questions, and then you can get pick of the litter, or you can say these are crap, whatever.
Awesome. Okay. And actually, Tachi says she has a great. Oh, she's saying that is a great story. Yeah. Well, whenever you do have a story to share, Tachi, yeah, you can come on whenever you like. But I do know that 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 is at work.
Okay.
So let's bring her on. Thanks a lot, Guy. Appreciate it.
Have a great day.
Okay. Take care. All right.
Hey.
𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟, how are you?
Child, it's Monday. That's all I can say. Everybody wanted a piece of 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 this morning. I tell you.
Well, as a mental health advocate and coach, are you surprised?
I mean, I guess I should be.
You're so sensitive.
It's just really,
but that probably makes the best coach, the people who feel.
True. I could cope. It's just like, whoa, because I knew I needed to get here to promote tonight and the rest of the week. And I promised you I'd be here, and I didn't want to be late, but
I know you probably worked. And we did talk yesterday. I know you probably worked through the night.
Huh? I mean, I didn't quite work all night, but I did a lot of just getting myself together and preparing and just having to talk to myself about just going with the flow of things. It doesn't have to be perfect or seamless. It is what it's going to be.
Well, putting together a 6-day, I mean, you don't start small. I mean, most people would say, let's do a special little interview, but no, 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 wants a 6-day extravaganza with professionals and all kinds of folks. Are you short on time, or can you hang out for a while, or
so
what?
I won't be able to hang today like last time.
Okay,
I got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, I just wanted to respect your time. So why don't you tell us what starts tonight at 7:00?
So tonight at 7 starts our series. So National Mental Illness Week started yesterday, and it goes all the way through Saturday. And so tonight, Start Speaking and Stop Stigma will be hosting. Tonight's topic will be mental and emotional abuse. So we'll be talking about that. I forgive my brain. I'm going to have an author on tonight. The young man from, his name is Blue. He's actually a part of NAMI, or the National Alliance on Mental Illness. He's going to come on tomorrow for our Tuesday show about mental health during the pandemic. I got a young lady who's going to be on discussing her children's book surrounding mental health and emotional abuse. So we got a lot of good things going on this week topic-wise, and I think they're very important for us to talk about. I'm hoping that it will encourage other people to come out of their shells and share what's going on with themselves and get the help that they need. So I do plan on giving out information, resources that people can refer to get the help that they need, so that they can start their mental health journey.
I want to throw a shout out to Don. I don't know why he's calling himself Satoshi Hexamoto.
Who?
Online friend. Don, I don't know what's going on with him, but he's calling himself Satoshi Hexamoto.
Okay.
Okay,
bro.
Ohio gozaimasu. So anyway, so that's So that's going to be Monday through Friday at 7, and then Saturday a very special. Is it going to be an actual workout or?
So I'm planning on going early to participate in the class, but the interview and me talking to 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟. So it's going to be Saturday, started at noon. Self-care Saturdays with Sassy's Fitness, honey. How exercising can actually help you with your emotional and mental health. And I'll go over some things of how it has actually helped me. Like I've almost become addicted to just getting these miles, and I feel like.
But you know what?
And I'm getting snatched. So hey.
But you know, that's actually a really, really good idea to get active when you're upset or mad or whatever, because when you sit and stew, now I don't know how true this is, but I heard, and it's probably not true, that people who get cancer tend to be the kind of people who keep toxins in their bodies, and they don't work things out, and they stew a lot.
Well, I
don't know if that automatically leads to cancer.
I mean, you think for me, it's like I could see that, because you got to release that stuff. The stress causes other diseases, heart disease, hypertension. I mean, you can stress in your body can develop into anything. Yeah. And so who's to say if you're sitting there and you're stewing over something, or you're not properly able to communicate what you're feeling or what you're going through, if you don't have that emotional support, good emotional support, not just support. See, good support and bad support.
More than just a like on Facebook. You mean people who are actually willing to listen to you.
Right. See, there's a thing. You need people to listen to you actively. And understand that sometimes people just need to vent and get it out. They're not asking. Well, this is what I've learned. If they don't ask you for advice or suggestions, don't give it. Just
I've seen friendships end where they're like, I didn't ask for your opinion.
I just wanted you to listen.
Yeah,
because you don't.
Because some people take offense.
They're not ready to hear the actual truth. And if you have some substance to give, some people, I don't care if it is helpful information. Sometimes people they need to get it out, but they're not at a mental or emotional level of capacity to receive that in the right way.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So it's a good idea. Of course, you always want to have good support, but getting it out by walking and running and
I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna take my lunch now. So
okay. You do it electronically?
Look, I ain't gonna show it. Got the whole get up. I ain't gonna show you the front because I don't want to violate HIPAA. But yeah, honey. I mean, I let me say, I love my job. I do love my job. I like. It's not hard work. I'm happy to say I'm celebrating 10 years at the VA. It's the most
nice.
It's a stressful job, mentally and physically. It can be stressful, but it's rewarding at the same time. I've learned so very much working at a place for people who have fought for my and your freedom. And so I appreciate it. Being me, I didn't serve. My brother, my dad, my aunts, I have cousins who are serving. And I appreciate what they are sacrificing, which is time with their family, their safety. And so, I appreciate
the very existence.
What I learned through work, like, because I have to, because if I don't.
And Donald does say that stress kills in more ways than one.
Especially Black folk.
You know, we don't realize how much. I wish it could somehow dissipate. I guess maybe through the years it will. But they say that, I guess because of the constant stress and the constant, for some people, constant fear, especially people who have teenage sons or whatever, sons period, just that constant, it gets heavy after a while. You know, and it would be, and I know a lot of people, now when I used to live in Woodlawn, which is a low-income area, it was so sad. I mean, we grew up just playing out, you know, running around, riding bikes, going to the park. But a lot of parents keep their kids inside, you know, because they're afraid they'll get hurt, you know. So the parent is stressed, the child is unable to work out their stress, and they're just in the house all the time. You know, there's got to be some way to what I call airing out your kids and airing yourself out by going somewhere where it's safe and doing something physical.
And that's why when most days, like yesterday, my mom actually came over yesterday. Bless her heart. But she came over yesterday so we could walk. I had already walked yesterday morning, so I wanted to get my walk in with her. So we did that. But I had my kids out riding their bikes. So my son and my younger daughter were out riding their bikes while we were walking. So I put them out that way. I let them. There's a little park right beside my apartment building. So it's not in. I can look out my window and see when I would have to actually go downstairs and go through it. But you know, I will say that I am probably overly cautious, but that's because of all the child trafficking. And I'm afraid that, you know, we live in a community that's well diverse. We have Caucasian, we have Asian, we have African American, African families. We have a very diverse community here. But I still am cautious about, and so that is a chronic thing that I deal with especially when it comes to my children. I'm very cautious about them. My daughter is getting ready to be 16 on Wednesday, and I let her I let her walk across the street to the store by herself. But honey, you could believe I had that phone knowing where she was going, and when I needed to call me, I need to know, because I don't want to, because I don't want to put that type of stress on them to make them fearful. And I know if I don't stop it.
Yeah, you don't want your kids to be afraid to leave the house.
Right. I don't want that. So I did let her walk across the street to the store. She wanted to walk across the street to Jordan High School or walk back. I'm like, no, because people can't drive and I don't need to get her. I'll just pick you up. But the teacher brought her back. But I mean, I get the anxiety. It's a chronic anxiety that I know I'm honest about having when it comes to my kids.
One thing, though, I'm not trying to say that you should let your child risk their lives just so they can learn life lessons, but you do want them to know how to fend for themselves. And how to be practical in terms of knowing what bus to take if they're with friends and they're downtown and you know, their car breaks down and they have to get home. You know,
let me tell you what my son did. They got to so the first year. Help me, Lord. He and his younger sister, Micaiah Matea, he was in 5th grade. She was in 1st grade, something like that. And so they had to get off the bus. And I can literally right now see the bus stop. Right. I can see it. But because I was at work at the time, he would have to come home, and when they came in the house, lock the door, call me when you call me. So this particular time, he lost his key. But let me
how to lose his key.
It made me so proud though. He went straight to the office. Ma'am, excuse me, but can you let me in? My mama killed me. So the office ended up calling and said, Miss Wilson, your babies, they so cute, girl. I done gave them all kind of candy.
Oh no.
You want me to let them in the house? I'm like, what do you mean? Where his key? He done lost his key. Oh Lord.
Change the locks.
Go ahead. But I was so proud of him for even thinking. So he knows, all my kids know. Okay, let me think how mama would think. Let me see. So
That's smart. That's smart.
Don't go up to, I don't care if you do know them. Do not go up to anybody's car because I don't want nobody to snatch you. If you see a van, I need you to walk away from the van. I don't need anybody to snatch you in there. Don't go in anybody's house that we ain't previously been in together. No, none of that. None of that. Nope. Yes,
I understand that.
It sounds right. It sounds like ridiculous almost, but
it doesn't until you watch yet another show that says, and little Johnny only had a 2-block walk, and hi, how are you?
This is 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟.
I'm 7 years old, and I'm in 2nd grade.
Awesome.
And this is the hugger.
You like to hug?
Oh, honey, she loves to hug and cuddle. This is the one I cannot get out my baby. Can't get up. She'll sleep in her room some nights, and other nights, if she feels like being bothered with her sister, she'll sleep in the room with her. But otherwise, this is what I'm glued to.
Wow.
When you're not looking at me. Yeah.
So what's your favorite, when you're learning online, what's your favorite class?
My favorite class is special.
So what did you have for specials today?
What's special?
So they have specials Monday, Tuesday.
Oh, like electives.
Yeah.
Okay.
So today was music. Tomorrow, for example, might be art. So kind of when they get to play around, and yes, it's amazing. It's a headache sometimes when you got to have computer issues, but technical issues. But I so far the online learning, as far as her experience has been really good. I think Mia's has been good. She just hates school, and Kylie's been good. They just hate. They don't want to be.
What's wrong with school?
They'd rather be doing something else, which I understand. I remember back in the day, I wanted to be doing something else too. But when I got to be grown like I am now, send me to school. Shoot.
But you need to know. You need to know stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff.
So, all right, but man,
she can be smart.
So right now, she got to go log back in her class. Hurry up.
That was a coffee break.
About doing it is just having to navigate. I'm working at home, and every other week I'm having to make sure that I especially got to stay with my son because he hadn't been turning in homework. I'm about to have to bust his daddy got on the.
And you can't ground kids nowadays because they're always home.
No, he's grounded. He loves the game. He likes playing Roblox with his sister. He'll play with her. You can't watch YouTube animation, game, none of that. You can watch TV, but you can't watch nothing you like. So that would hurt a child. Yes, go right on out the door. Bye. So yeah, he can't get on any games until those grades comes up. So that means he might not be able to get back on the computer until Christmas. We plays no games. When he's on punishment at his daddy's house, he's on punishment here. That's how we roll.
Wow.
And that's why I cannot wait. I wish Michael wasn't so. He's such a shy person. My ex-husband, he really is very reserved. He ain't really. He's not at all as outward as I am. I'm the.
Yeah, you're definitely out there.
Yes, and he's like.
You're very exuberant.
And I love that I love my personality. I mean, I might get on other people's nerves, but I feel like it shows.
Well, you don't hold it in because remember what I was saying. You don't want to hold things in.
Oh, I am very emotional. I have no problem sharing, whether you agree with it or not. I'll cry. I get mad. I just don't act like I used to act when I get mad. But I let you. I hold. Like if you made me upset, just for example, I can't never see my girl making me just too sweet for that. But if I don't get my cornbread, we're gonna have a problem. But just for example, I forgot.
Whoa.
But no, see, but if I had a problem with someone, I'm going to tell that person what my issue is. I'm not gonna hold a grudge. That stuff makes you sick.
Yeah, holding a grudge is kind of silly, isn't it?
Let me give you an example. I really, and I'm, oh God, I pray for her every day, and I miss the old her, but she's not her anymore. This is my mother's baby sister. She's 55, and this aunt, she was dramatic and emotional. She got mad at everything she internalized. She took it personal. She'll stop talking to you. You don't know why she ain't talking to you. She be mad about stuff. You don't even know she mad. All that kind of stressful stuff. She ended up having a massive stroke in January. Now she can't say nothing. And I love her. Don't get me wrong. I have none of that. But my thing is, you have to be careful. How you got to check yourself. I don't want to be to the point where I'm making a choice not to talk to people because of emotional and mental issues.
So on one hand, you want to be able to let out your emotions, but on the other hand, you don't want to be so reckless as to work yourself up.
It make her
to the point where you get sick.
Spike. She had an aneurysm. We didn't even know she was this sick.
Yeah.
We didn't find out any of this until.
Working yourself up is not a good idea.
But can you imagine doing it all your life and not ever working it out? And it ends up in this. You know what I mean?
That's terrible. I hope she recovers. I mean, sometimes people do recover from strokes. My grandmother had a major stroke and slowly recovered to the point where she could walk and talk. She was never herself again. She never regained all of her abilities, but she did regain her speech. It was strange sometimes.
Yeah.
So
and it's like I know that I have a family history of mental and emotional abuse. I have a family history. There's a family history of it. So I now know where all of that could possibly have stemmed from. And this
the important thing is how to deal with it, isn't it?
Right. And so my mother she just turned 61 in September.
Okay.
And so she spent a lot of her youth wasting talent and time, engaging in narcotics and stuff like that. My dad had his own issues, probably not as severe as my mom, but he was a functioning alcoholic. But he was a functioning alcoholic for a reason. Not necessarily clear. I think I know what the basis was from stuff that I've heard and some of the stuff that he's told. But that is my thing. You see,
hopefully you're putting a stop to that and ending it with your generation.
Now, this is the passion. That is the catalyst for why I do what I do. I thought MS was going to be my thing. It's not. I mean, MS is
I understand.
It opened the door because I got diagnosed with everything else.
Okay.
But I really feel like I will be good, in good health and in good spirit as long as I am doing what I'm doing now, keeping myself, keeping my personal development going, continue to educate myself, and sharing what I've learned about me, and how just knowing how beneficial knowing yourself is, and getting the help that you need, and being able to talk it out and being transparent about it. The more I talk to people about it, I hear it's almost like I'm having an out of body experience. I'm sitting over there looking at myself, like, girl, you better work. You say that, girl. Because I know a long time ago, my reaction would have been different, or I would shut down, or I would have been fight. It would have been unhealthy. And I see so many young men and women with that same negative energy. And it's like, no, baby, don't do it.
Don't go that way.
Save everybody, but if I can reach as many people as I can, just by telling, look, there are some people out there whose story is way worse than mine. And they're not willing to share. But if I say, yeah, I was molested when I was 12. Yeah, I was. And I was exposed to sex before I should have been exposed to sex. I thought about driving myself off the darn 52 highway. Remember, we talked about that yesterday. And I said I didn't know how I got to my apartment building. I literally just like closed my eyes and I called myself turn the wheel. When I came to, I was in front of my apartment door. Ask me how that happened. It's God.
Wow.
And I think look, I just walked with my soror yesterday. I went walking with one of my sorority sisters, and we were talking about dating. That's a whole nother course of it. And people's intelligence, and it doesn't really matter how old you are. You can still have some form of immaturity that is so unattractive.
Oh, sure.
And for me, one of my things is, I said, one of my red flags with talking to anybody, a male or whatever, I'm like, especially if they have kids, for example, because I have kids. So my question is, okay, you have kids? Okay. So my next question is this: how do you get along with their mother? If the first thing that comes out your mouth is she's a bitch, she gets on my damn red flag.
That's it.
It's not really it. I'm gonna continue to probe because she could be. However, what I'm looking for, what I'm listening to hear, is what you did to make that relationship go sour. Everybody had a part. Everybody likes to deflect and point fingers, but nobody ever wants to say, but maybe if I would have responded a little bit different, or maybe if I would have been a little bit more sensitive to, maybe, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But So, because that, to me, that says, if you talk about the mother of your children, if you talk crap about her, ain't no telling what you're gonna say about me if you get mad.
I understand.
Yeah. So
when you have your series starting tonight at 7, is it going to be one-on-one like this, or is it going to be more like a teacher talking to students?
It's going to be the way the Lord put it is how it's going to be, but I'm going to make whatever happen. But I'm planning on I wanted to have a couple people on. So I have someone coming on tonight. One of the young ladies, her name is Brittany, who's going to be talking about her book. She'll be sharing her perspective and why she wrote the book and why she started her foundation.
Because one thing I wanted to do was to run through the topics. So today at 7, mental and emotional abuse. Tomorrow at 7, mental and emotional health during the pandemic. And then Wednesday at 7, psychology.
It should have been psychological trauma.
Okay, psychological trauma in the Black community. Thursday at 7, combating baby mama, daddy drama. Friday at 7, Friday frustrations, and I guess that could be anything. And then Saturday at noon, self-care Saturday with Sassy's Fitness. So you want people to go where on, because this is going to be on Facebook, right?
It's going to be on Facebook. I've got a event calendar up, so if you can find the event, National Mental Illness Awareness Week on the Start Speaking, Stop Stigma. You can just say you want to come in because
and that's Start Speaking,
Stop Stigma
with the hashtag in front of it. And your name, of course, people, they see Coach Keep It Moving on the screen, but her name is Nakikia Wilson.
Yes. My name is Nakikia, honey. Nakikia Wilson.
Did your folks ever tell you what's behind your name?
No,
because you're the only Nakikia I've ever met.
I wish my mother was here so she can tell you. I have no idea. I don't think she knows.
Well, I have a funny story behind my name. I have a very ordinary name, but my original name was Ann Claire. What happened was I came early.
Claire. I kind of like that name.
Yeah, but Ann Claire is like a demure, dainty. Sounds like a dainty little 4 foot.
Okay, I'm ready to hear this story.
I'm a pet.
Go on now. Let me go.
But here's the thing. So my dad was at work. My mom was at home, very pregnant. And I came, I guess I had heard that Charlie Parker had died. I'm a big jazz fan. I was like, what? Charlie Parker died? And so I came out early. And so, clamored to come out early. So what happened was, of course, Pop wasn't home to take us to the hospital. So she was running around asking for neighbors to help. And they drove her to the hospital. She was able to call Pop. My dad said that was the longest. He says no matter how far he drove, it didn't seem like he was going anywhere. He just couldn't get to the hospital fast enough. Mm-hmm. So he's trying to get to the hospital. So Mom just went ahead and named it. They said, what's the child's name? She said, Ann Claire. And then Pop got there. Now, Pop always would give in to Mom. He would always let her win. Uh-huh. But he said, no, this one's mine. Because the first kid, Mom named the first kid, my older sister. And Pop said, this one's mine. Mm-mm. So he changed. So I have 2 birth certificates. So he changed my name. So Patricia, his mom's nickname was Pat because she had red hair. So her nickname was Pat. Her real name was Beulah. So I'm glad I'm not Beulah Jr. But anyway.
I have an Aunt Beulah. I mean, may she rest.
Beulah's a fine name. It's a fine name. And then Ann is the name of her mom. So I'm named for my dad's mom and grandmother, Patricia Ann. So, but Ann Claire just sounds too demure and dainty, and I'm not a dainty person. I'm kind of a woo.
Yeah, I like to say I like to say I'm not a girly girl either. Now, like tonight I might look a tad bit different. I might have eyebrows on. I wish I would have gone and bought me some lashes, but I want to be presentable and cute tonight. So I'm gonna be.
No, I've seen pictures. I've seen some of your pictures where you're very sophisticated. I said, look at me, okay.
Yeah, when I get ready to do some things, honey, what eyebrow city? So yeah, I'll look much different at 7.
Okay. I'm getting some really wild arm waving in the green room. So I think Guy Cook has a question or something. What the heck?
That's my boy right there.
You are muted. You're muted.
Can't hear you, my friend.
You'd think of somebody that worked in technology for many decades as I have would know to unmute the microphone. Anyway, test the bandwidth at this event before it happens tonight.
It's in my house, babes.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to be right here. And everybody else will be wherever we are.
Hey, Guy, would you suggest that she tell everyone to turn off all of their devices so that she can get all the bandwidth?
Yeah. I'm glad you said that. Or at least I'm actually sitting in the front room where my
router
is. So I'm in direct contact. So
what would be beautiful if you had a cable to go from your router to your laptop?
Ethernet is the best. Okay.
Wait a minute. Do I even have? I don't even know what that little cable look like. Hold up. Okay. I had to fit. Okay, so Guy, you
Ethernet.
The blue cord.
Sometimes
mine's red.
They're blue. They can be blue, yellow, red. As long as the connection is made, then you're going to be at the fastest you can be. There won't be anything faster.
Will it matter if my kids are on there doing their homework or whatever because they got homework?
Yes, it will.
It will.
Kids get a break from homework during that gig.
Make them.
They'll be chilling at 7. I'm gonna make sure they've eaten dinner and all kinds of stuff.
Do you want
in the background?
Because you want all the bandwidth to go to your event. You
Yeah,
don't want any buffering
Yeah.
or, you know.
Absolutely.
So see if you can run over to Best Buy, take your laptop with you,
Mm-hmm.
and tell them that you want to connect your laptop to your
Mighty long.
router. Well, mine is like 100 feet or 50 feet or something.
that's
Yeah.
You can run one single wire, can run 300 feet
Woo.
and still make it. If it's
Nice.
over 300 is you're right at the edge. Okay, let's say 290. Okay, if you go past the 290, then you need to put another router in the middle, like an extension cord, to make it to the nudge. I learned that during the county fair years ago, and we were running from the internet connection was way upstairs in the auditorium, then down to the ground. So by the time we got over to this one booth, we were past the 300 feet. So Mike, rest his soul, the vice president I worked with in the corporation, he was just so clever. But anyway, he says, "Well, we got to put another router in because it won't make it to there."
Well,
Remember the other day when your picture was all scrambled up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if it was even that good when you go past 300. So don't go past 300.
Well, if Nikikia's house is anything like mine,
Yeah, I live in an apartment, so it's all good.
okay, because I was going to say 300 feet for me will go out to the street. So my house is not. My house is very modest. I never have to worry about having cable too long.
The best way to run the cable, if you got to run one, is through the attic. Then you never worry about somebody stepping on it. Do you hear me? So try to keep it out of traffic area by going. What we did in our old house is I had the router and everything was in my room, right down here under the desk, like it is now. Then I go up through the ceiling to get to point B, whatever I'm going to hook up to.
Well, mine goes across the ceiling, across the top of the wall, and then down. So that's almost as good as the attic.
Yeah,
I can walk. I can walk under the cable if I go to the other bedroom.
Yeah.
So I'm actually walking under the cable because I have it elevated, and I have like little, those little hooks that you stick in the wall. And you have an apartment, so those you can get those stick-on hooks that you can safely remove.
Yeah.
So you can get a hook and have the router cable go across, and just make sure that it hooks onto the hook so that it doesn't get low enough to walk into or on.
Nikikia is going to have a good show. I was listening.
Oh yeah.
There was a lot of triggers. Remember when I said don't let Guy be in the room because I'll say and so I was just sit on your hands, shut up. But the bandwidth thing I was thinking about because I thought you were going to go to like the Durham Civic Auditorium or something.
Oh no.
Yeah, and it's 7:00 Eastern. So for us
4:00
cool people on the West Coast, also known as the Best Coast, then it's 4:00.
That's correct, sir.
Yes.
I appreciate your support. I appreciate both of you guys. It's I was explaining to her, talking about my journey and what, both of my parents endured and pretty probably what their parents endured. It's just that I don't want to, it's got to stop somewhere.
Exactly.
It's got to, and I make my kids understand that your mental health, your emotional health is important. You need to let people know how you feel. Like my oldest daughter, she's funny. But anyway, so she asked me, there was this young girl in her class who was asking for her work, asking for copies of her homework. So they did an assignment, okay? Rita struggled through her assignment and history. She hates history, hate it with a passion, but she's doing very well in it, okay? So something she hates with a passion, she's doing well, she's doing her work, and the same girl never fails. Can I get a copy of your work? And she's like,
no.
I'm tired of that. I how can I just tell her, like, what do you mean, how can you? Tell her no. But I don't want to be.
No money, God.
I'm like, baby, you have to set your boundaries. You don't mind helping people, but when they start using you,
exactly,
you got to cut that off. So I never did find out how that worked out, Mia. Whatever happened with that. Passive aggressiveness. She didn't respond. But that's passive aggressive. You got to nip that in the bud. You got to, because it don't matter, because she'll do, all she's going to do is wait for another time.
Just say, what's it worth to you? And then when they say it's worth $10, say, well, I've been getting 20.
Or that. There you go.
And if they don't want to pay 20, then they're going to do it themselves to save that big piece of money.
What if your daughter asked her, well, how are you going to learn if I just give you the answers? What would she say?
She wouldn't have thought about that. I wouldn't have thought about that. Because I would have been trying to help her defend herself. Like, this is what you need. Set your boundary. Look, I've helped you in the past. It looks like this is becoming a pattern. I'm not going to do all this work just so you can copy it.
Exactly.
Now, we're not going to do it. I don't mind helping, but you will not do it.
She could go with hire me as a tutor and I'll show you how I do it. And then you can learn how to do it. And then I can walk away.
Loving it. She hear you.
That's
points, buddy.
That's a good one, guy.
Now, the other trigger, see the shirt that Nakia was wearing? It's got the picture of the kids on the front.
Oh, this is me. Oh, wait, this is okay, so that's my I'm sorry. That's my late father. And of course that's me and my brother. We're all of course in our 40s now. So
how about that?
Yeah,
well, Candace says just say no because it's against the code of conduct.
We don't have no stinking code of conduct.
Don't care about that.
Yeah, that's something they do for the PTA to say, we got a code of conduct.
I don't know.
They're never going to say, and all of our students follow it. They're not going to say that lie because nobody's going to believe them.
Right.
But anyway,
back to the
picture.
I do agree with Candace.
It was good because it's true. It's true.
It is against the code of conduct. Absolutely. Cheating.
So years ago, the kids had never seen, those photo booths where you put in a quarter and you get 4 little prints.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
They'd never seen one. Never. And they were like, I think Brad was maybe 8 years old. So the 3 of them get in the booth and they're doing I said, now the first 3 pictures are for Mom. Okay, so you got to look nice, do a, regular pose. The last one is for me to carry in my wallet, which I still have. Do the monster face. Do the face that you don't want anybody to ever see, but it's in you. So we get to all the monsters looking. Anyway, that's the whole story.
That's cool.
They thought that was a pretty good bargain for 25 cents to get 4
it's
pictures.
cool. I mean, it's multi-purpose.
Yeah.
But they still have those. They're $1.50 now. I've seen them at the state fair.
Yeah.
Inflation is a mess.
Inflation. Are you sitting down?
I'm sitting.
Okay. Remember when we were kids, we had cap guns. They had the roll of caps on paper.
Yeah,
right?
Sure.
And hi, Don. The thing was, you could get I think they came 5 rolls to a little paper box, and it was like dirt cheap. It wasn't even a quarter, maybe, or 50 cents. Not very much money. So the other day, somebody in conversation talked about cap guns, and they said, "Do you remember these?" And I said, "Oh yeah, I still have my cap guns. And in fact, they're hanging on the wall right there. You can see the bottom of the picture."
Okay.
My sister made that shadow box. Anyway, I looked up on Amazon how much it is for caps. I'm thinking, they probably gone up. They were going to be like $3.
Probably 5 for $1.
Higher than that, probably.
They are $9.
$9.
Yeah, $9 for a package of caps.
Wow, $9.
If they're getting them, I mean, I think you could buy real bullets cheaper. No, you can't use my cap gun. But anyway.
Well, actually,
$9 was a hard.
Talk among yourselves. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I think I paid $22. No, I paid $30 for a box of I think 45s. This
Oh yeah, those are the ones you throw on the ground, right?
Look right here.
When the possums come around and try to eat my cat's foods, I'd take out one of these poppets.
Yeah.
And throw it at him, and it goes.
I remember those.
Yeah, and this is only 50 cents. So,
well, next year they'll be $3.
Great, by the way, these are great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Scare away stray animals.
In my younger days, back in the 60s, Canadian geese, when they're flying south for the winter, would stop and hit a cornfield, and they would like take out rows of corn, right?
Wow, really?
So what they used, this is up in eastern Washington, up by Othello.
Mm-hmm.
They had what we called a carbide cannon, and it had a gas that was ignited like every 90 minutes or so. This thing would go off. Well, dumb me, I never heard of carbide cannon. Does it work? Oh yeah, let me show you. And we're inside the barn, this big metal structure. So the carbide cannon is loud as heck, as you can imagine, like a cannon. When it's outside.
I never heard of it. Okay.
Okay. So if they ever show you a carbide cannon, don't ask to have them light it off.
Okay.
Because inside the barn, I think I still have hearing damage from that.
Oh my God.
Oh, let me see. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you don't kick the tires. Sometimes you just go, oh yeah, that's good.
Mm, good
But
enough.
back in the day, I can remember in the 60s, I seen a raft of geese go by for 5 minutes. There was that many. I mean, when they were flying through the horizon, right at sunset, that's when they would fly and move from point A to point B, wherever they're going to spend the
I've seen
night.
formations here in Durham, but not that many.
Oh, yeah. I'll never forget it. It was one of those epiphany moments when you go, I didn't know there could be that many geese at one time. And there was ducks too.
And they don't bump into each other. That's what kills me.
I know, that's amazing.
I don't know how to do this. They fly all close together, and I wonder if they push each other.
They're like the Blue Angel or something.
Yeah.
And Candace is right. And Candace, by the way, is a fantastic artist. I want you to come on my show one of these days, Candace, and show us your gorgeous, gorgeous work.
Okay.
And she is emphasizing that right is right is right is right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if the school does find out, I guess your daughter would get in trouble.
Yeah.
So she should know. I guess she should know better than to share her work.
It's one thing to to help a person out, but you don't do their work for them. No.
Because the teachers will notice, hey, this is the exact same words that she turned in. Hey, this is a clone.
And I have to be careful when I'm helping her with her writing, because I write, and so I tend to want to change words to bigger words or
that aren't her grade.
So
right,
I'm trying to not.
You say, well, existential.
Using words like plethora. What, mommy? Plethora. Minnie? Oh.
Now, when kids suddenly start using old words like copacetic, then hey, wait a minute, Granddad helped with this one.
Right.
So I try not to obviously, trying to help her, but she's always, Mommy, can you read this? I'm like, okay.
So it's show and tell, and then I'm going to get out of here because I don't shut up.
Okay, what you got?
We got this for the grandsons.
Oops,
it's
man.
5-minute Spider-Man stories.
I love Spider-Man.
The book is full of pictures. Almost every page.
So Spider-Man is in book form now?
Well, this is, gosh.
That is wonderful.
Well, it's got the Avengers in it.
I used to love Encyclopedia Brown 1-minute stories too when I was a kid.
I can't spot the date of publication right away.
Do either of you remember Encyclopedia Brown? He was like a kid detective.
No.
That was awesome. Oh, okay. So, so Candace wants to set up a time. Okay. Oh, absolutely. Oh, she wants to show the art, not herself. Well, that's fine too, because you can do screen share, right, Guy? Wouldn't you say it's the best way? With the screen share, you don't even have to show your face at all.
It's show and tell.
Oh, come on, Candace! I'm showing myself.
And Candace, have Candace go to that link of 27 questions. Pick out 5. We're going to increase awareness. We want to go beyond just I paint pictures. Okay.
Okay. Let me see.
What are you working on right now, and so forth.
So I'm going to put this because it is a link. It can be posted on Facebook only, but 27 questions. There you go, Guy.
Thank you.
Boom.
I've met my
You
goal.
failed to post on Facebook. Facebook says your content couldn't be shared because this link goes against our community standards.
And
Wait a minute.
I said to him, I said, how did I go against community standards? I'm not
I posted links before on Facebook. This is something new.
This is
doing all kinds of just.
Yeah, it's weirdness. Totally weirdness. Because I went through an interval where I would get that message. You can't post this link. Then I could post links.
Mm-hmm.
Then I couldn't post links.
Mm-hmm.
And so the ball's on their side of the net. I sent them an email.
Yeah.
Show me in detail what's wrong. I'll fix it.
They always give you these. Oh,
wow. That's too bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
And Candace, it's absolutely fine if you want to do screen share only, because you're not the only person who doesn't want to show face. I mean, there are plenty of people who do screen shares. Some people do the character with the
emoji,
the emoji, people,
the avatar.
Barb does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's more than one way to appear. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fine. I have no problem with that, because the more art we get to see, the more we'll enjoy your art. I mean, she posts on Facebook. If you want to find her on Facebook, for sure. Because I don't know, Candace, if you're still doing, because sometimes when you post things, not everybody sees it every day. But at one point, I was seeing artwork every day from Candace, just beautiful. Oh, just find her on Facebook. Just Candace.
Have a good week. If you get time, go do the channels. And I'm going to get out of here.
Okay, Guy.
All right. Good to see you again.
Okay. Take care.
Okay, take care. Awesome. Yeah. So we do want to encourage people to tune in.
Yes.
To go to your Facebook page and sign up. Right. The information is actually right here on the health page. It's the top article, the health page of the Durham Skywriter. Right. Oh, wait. Is that it? Yeah, that is it. Yeah. Start speaking, stop stigma. With the schedule, it's Monday through Saturday. So Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. And then, thank you, Candace. She's saying all of her posts are public. Okay, awesome. And then Saturday, it will be be talking about fitness and physicality at noon.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So,
I'm looking forward to it. The closer I get to it, the more excited I get. I mean, like I said, at first I was thinking about, okay, I want to be nervous, but for what? This is what you're good at. This is what you know. This is what you're passionate about.
It's your passion,
and,
yeah.
So,
the only thing, like we were saying, get that Ethernet cable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, definitely. Do you have
go after work today?
I don't know if you're near. We have 2 Best Buys in Durham, don't we?
Yeah, I'm near Hope, the New Hope.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And take the laptop with you, and yeah. I guess all writers have the same. I mean, routers. I guess they all have the same.
The same connection. I'm gonna do what you say to take my my laptop in and make sure I can find the right connection, because this is a Mac, so it might have some old special plug. I don't know.
Oh, actually, I have a Mac too, and I wish I could show you. No, I can't. No, I can't stretch it. But I actually have a white connector from the I think it's called Thunderbolt jack on my Mac. And so I have an adapter. So I have a white adapter going from the I think it's called Thunderbolt connector. Yeah, and then it goes to the Ethernet cable, and then I put the Ethernet cable on top of that.
Okay.
So I'm glad you're taking your laptop, because they might ask you to get a adapter, and sometimes those adapters are hard to find.
Yeah, I think I have.
And I might have an extra. I don't know if I have an extra one.
I have an adapter somewhere in my pile.
Okay.
I know I do. Just gotta
Oh, let's do some experimentation because Candace is here, and let's see if this works with her art. Let's just see. Thank you, Guy, for that link. That's awesome. So we can answer your 27 questions. So let me do it this way.
Will I have to leave Facebook? Because I'm doing it on my phone. Will I have to leave Facebook to go into Instagram, or how would I do that?
Actually, I'm trying to do it in such a way. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, wait, I know how to do it. Here we go. There you go.
Girl, I don't have nan tooth in my mouth, and I'm not showing my picture.
Oh,
Girl.
no problem whatsoever.
It sure is not. I just want to see what you got going on.
Yeah, let's see some art. So you can. Oh, what happened? Oh, she clicked on the wrong thing and disappeared. Darn. But there is a way to share screen on the bottom. Actually, I know you use StreamYard as well, Nakikia, but when you look on your screen right now, you have share screen at the bottom, right? Like I do?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so Candace, let's try it again. So Candace, hey Candace.
Hey, I'm here.
Okay, so you should see share screen on the
I
bottom.
do not see that. I see Mike, Cam, Mike, chat, and leave.
Oh, she may not.
I'm on my.
Oh, you know what? It doesn't work if you're on your phone. She disappeared again. I don't think it works when you're on the phone though. I think it has to be laptop.
I thought it did.
Not the screen share.
They updated the mobile.
So I have to go. I can turn my computer on and do it. I'll try that.
Okay. Let's see.
I know I do screen share when I'm on Zoom when I'm back in school.
Okay.
So I do a thing. So let's see here. Facebook. Coach, keep it moving. What is your name?
Nakikia, Nakikia Wilson.
Hi. Nakikia?
Isn't that a cool name?
Go ahead. She said it right. Roll right off the tongue correctly. Yeah.
Well, you said Nakikia. You said Kiki.
That's I say it and people still hear one.
See, when they do that, just like you tell your daughter to dismiss that young girl, you just said your name is Nakikia.
I told that girl to tell to talk to her about that. She didn't have to give her work. Keep on doing that. She chose to be passive about it.
Well,
see, I used to do that in high school, and the teacher asked the person that I gave the work to because she threatened me, so I gave it to her.
Oh.
So the teacher said, "Oh, you're doing so good. How are you doing so good?" And the fool said, because Candace gave me her work. Who got in trouble? Me.
What?
So yeah, so I got low tolerance. I'm sorry. I'm venting right now.
No, it's good.
No, it's good to know. Sometimes life is really unfair.
Wow, and even did you say that you were threatened?
Oh, this was years ago. Everybody was threatening everybody.
Yeah,
I was
today. If
I was in high school,
threaten her. I'm serious. I'll fight a kid.
This was in 1967. This was years ago.
My mama would have handled that.
I got in trouble. I got in trouble with the school, and then I got a spanking from my aunt.
Aww.
Okay, so let me go here.
She triggered, honey. That topic just tore her all to pieces. I can hear it.
Yeah. Plus, I think it's really important to stress to kids what is right, because they get so many mixed messages.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't do what's right because you might get trouble. You do what's right because it's right.
Exactly.
That's just basic.
Absolutely. There
and
you go.
The truth is only what there's. Yeah. So, okay. So here I go. Here I'm gonna click on here.
Okay.
Okay. So there I am again. Turn my little mic on.
Let's see if this works.
So I'm gonna turn the phone off. I'm gonna close the phone up.
Okay. Okay.
And let's see. I'm gonna have to go in here.
And then click on the, go to Facebook, Durham Skywriter page, and then click on the
I'm
link.
there. I'm there now, but I can't see the link to come into where you are on the computer.
Oh, okay, wait. I forgot. It's hard to scroll up sometimes. So let me get the link again. Let me click on invite, copy to clipboard, and then post that link. Booyah. There you go. There it is. There it is.
And Pat, don't tell anybody I ain't got no teeth in my mouth.
You don't tell everybody. You said.
Oh, okay, I did. I know. I'm just.
But it's
playing.
okay.
Oh. Oh. See, this is why the hangout is so good, because we're casual, but we're still imparting important information.
Yeah, you see how.
And also you get to experiment.
Yeah.
You get to
So I'm
experiment.
taking classes again, and I show the I show my artwork in class.
Oh, okay. So you're used to screen sharing then.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a feeling you're going to shut off your phone connection and open your
I'm gonna
laptop.
As soon
Okay.
as this couple, I'm on. So you're gonna
Okay.
see a bunch of green because that's not me. So now I need to get in the broadcast studio.
Okay, so I remove this one and then bring this one on.
Okay. Now
Okay.
I need to screen share. So let me get Instagram up real quick. I'll be right there.
Okay, okay. We're learning. We're learning along with you.
New window.
Let's see what happens. I was trying to, let's see. I don't know how to do it.
I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Oh, yeah, sure. Absolutely. Let's see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
Well, keep working with it. Keep working with it.
Look, because I'm trying to figure out what she's doing, so I know. Look.
Because you know what? I've never screen shared myself, even though.
You know what? I'm glad, and I was going to say.
I've never done that.
Maybe I can try tonight, or is that a bad idea? Bad idea.
Well, whoa.
Whoa.
I think she has too many windows open.
Okay, let me close it.
I just muted her real quick. There you go. Okay. Sounds like she's a lot of windows open.
Okay, look, I'm gonna take the phone off.
Whoa.
There. Okay. I don't know if you can hear me right now or not.
Yeah. We can hear you.
Skywriter.
It's best to experiment on a show like this than to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I encourage people to come on the show, because it's not like I don't care about the show. I do, of course. But this isn't a formal interview show.
It depends on how you look at it.
Well, I do have a formal interview show, but that's called TV Skywriter, and it's what I call my NPR style show. This is a hangout, and this is where we literally hang out. That doesn't mean that the
other one is. That's on the Skywriter too, right?
Actually, TV Skywriter will come back when the economy opens up a bit more. It's hard. It's hard for me to do formal interviews when we can't go anywhere, really. You know what I mean? Because people are usually promoting their talks or their events or whatever. actually, now's the time I should be interviewing authors because you can always get books from Amazon and authors' websites.
And I'm having a couple authors on this week. So
yeah.
I'm hoping. I'm not sure if you've heard of.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have too many windows open.
Okay, I don't have a lot of windows open. I got this turned down.
There you go. There you go.
Okay. So I do screen.
Whoa.
Okay, let me this is out the way. That's God. Close that.
What's happening with her is that the sound is bouncing back and forth from one device to the other.
So when I do the screen share, okay, that's really bizarre. Okay.
So you should have your artwork on the screen.
I've got to go to Instagram to get it.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for taking the time.
Sure. I mean, once you learn how to do this, and you'll be able to do it on your own and show off your art to everybody, right? Because you know you want to do it. You put it on Facebook. You obviously want people to see your beautiful art.
Yes.
And actually, Guy Cook, who was here earlier, was telling us about the magic of Pinterest.
Yes.
And Kim Garst all this week and last week too. She's been on a Pinterest craze. And she was saying if you open, and Guy said this too, open a business account. And Candace, this is for you too. You open a business Pinterest account and you're going to get zillions of views. And you can sell directly if you have a business account. You can also put links on your, like if you're showing off your art, you can put links to your website. And actually, you can do this too, Nikita. You can have a mental minute.
I started working on stuff the other day when we were talking about it. So I've already kind of uploaded the thing for tonight. I just for this week. Yeah, I went on and jumped on it.
Yeah. So everybody who wants to sell on Pinterest or at least get more views and ways to, I think she's going to try again. She just disappeared. But yeah, it's a good way to get people over to your website or Facebook page or whatever. Okay, Tachi, I didn't know you were still here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Candace. Like me, she's a novice in certain areas. And when it comes to the screen sharing, I wish I could have helped her. But we'll probably try that again. And I'll see you again real soon too, Tachi, and you can drop by anytime you like. And Tachi's also fun. She has a show on Wednesdays at 6 Eastern called Mediascope.
Yeah, I think I wrote her down too.
Yeah. So anyway, so we're going to try again. I think in terms of Candace, we might try that without broadcasting. You know what I mean? We might do a test StreamYard so that she can work on her share screening skills.
Yeah, because I have it here at the bottom, but I was going to see.
But before we go, we do want to encourage people, again, to tune in at 7 Eastern for your mental and emotional wellness program, which starts at 7, and it's National Mental Illness Week 2020. Hashtag Start Speaking, Stop Stigma.
Right.
And with that, I'm going to get back to work.
Right.
And thanks again for giving up your lunch hour like that.
You're welcome.
Hi.
She's on another break. But okay, and I'll hopefully see you on tonight. And
okay. Let's try one more time with Candace.
Okay, super. I really want to see her art.
Okay, we're going to try one more time, Candace.
Okay, so for the screen share,
Mm-hmm.
It's not letting me go into Instagram because that's where everything is.
Oh.
Hi, Key. Hi, baby, in the background.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I'm coming back. This is my youngest one. My second grader. I was going to go. Okay, so what I was trying to do too, since we were always trying something different here, the screen share. Let me get this out. And I was going to go to the page. Come on,
You should put your flyer.
That's what I was going to do. I'm going to try that. Facebook.
If you go to Instagram, Candace Thomas Designs.
Okay. Candace Thomas Designs.
Yeah.
Okay. Candace Thomas Design. Oops. Designs on Instagram.
Yeah.
For beautiful. You know what? StreamYard, come to think of it, people have been asking for connections to Instagram. And if I'm not mistaken, there are no connections to Instagram via StreamYard because Instagram is not making it possible just yet. So maybe that's why you can't screen share.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to I'll figure that out, and before I do it where I like show everything, I will talk to you and I'll figure out the stuff, even if I have to put it in an album, one of the photo albums.
It would be a good idea to have on your desktop a folder with your best pieces or your favorite pieces or whatever. And then whenever you come on Bull City Hangout or even do your own show, you can screen share. Because they just made it possible on StreamYard for you to not show your face, but you can hear your voice. So you can actually have your art right there on the screen and talk, and people won't even care that they don't see your face because they'll see some art, beautiful art. So, and we can also try Candace again without broadcasting.
Okay.
You know,
so
but
I'm going to open one thing off my desktop, and we're going to see if that works. Okay.
Okay.
So, if you have time, but if not, we can stop.
Oh, sure. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So.
Absolutely.
I'm going to say screen share, correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so when that happens, I'm going to lose you. I'm not going to be able to hear you.
You should be able to hear me.
Okay, I'm going to open. I'm trying to find my daily folder.
Okay.
Sort by kind. Okay, there we go. Daily.
Nakikia, we can only see half of your face.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was trying to see if I could bring. I'm back. Okay, let me try if I can do. Let me see if I can do this.
Okay, I'm just going to pull up one. Okay, we'll do that.
Candace.
Okay, so we're going to see what happens.
Okay. This is definitely worth it. Oh, thank you, Guy. Guy put the link for your
Okay, so there it is there. So let's see if we can get we're going to go here to the launch, and we're going to go to Finder. We're going to do this one.
Do you see that?
I'm looking at Nakikia right now. And then Candace, let me know when yours is ready. That's really nice, Nakikia.
You better hush your face. Look at that.
That is nice.
Okay, so what I'll do is before I come in, I will put everything in a folder. So when you go to Instagram, everything is in chronological order.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder. I wonder if I'm going to see. I don't know if it'll work, but we're going to see. I'm going to see if now I can do this, and I'm going to do this here and see what happens.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Thank you, Guy, for that. Let's see. Okay, wait.
Got it?
Okay, let me see. Let me click on it.
I can't see this.
Nice. Look at that. Do you see that, Nakikia?
Oh, yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And I'll
That's
make them
nice.
big so you can see them one at a time.
That's beautiful.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
That was worth the wait.
Yeah. Look, I just got all excited. Look, you don't have to do that. I want to look at them all at the same time. Oh, that's pretty. I
I'm trying to
love
get out of
that.
there. Here we go. So we'll do
Beautiful.
this.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Miss Candace. Oh, Jesus.
And I don't know if the one where I got the 100, let's see, the 100 came, oh, it's not on there. But I have one that shows like all 100 of the images.
Oh,
Now
okay.
it's about 112 now, 120 or something.
Now,
That's
how
what I
are
get.
how are these made, Candace?
Up to right here,
Mm-hmm.
from here on to now, they were made in Photoshop. From
Wow.
four, all the ones going down were made on
That's you.
me. They were made on my phone. I have an Android phone.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
And I don't know what I did.
So you're using a
What were,
I can't, what did you say?
Nakiki is breaking up for some reason. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nakikia, come back.
Nakikia.
Nakikia. She froze. See, this is why she needs to get that Ethernet cable. You know, so that it's more reliable. Because sometimes Wi-Fi can be a little iffy if there's too many things going on. Because, you know, her daughter went back to work in terms of her schoolwork. So they might be sharing the bandwidth, you know. Oh, I like, what is that? Oh, I like that.
Which one?
Oh, you just changed. Oh, I like them
Give
all.
me the date. Okay.
Oh, she just left. I think she realized that she froze.
Okay.
I just love the colors, though. I love those
So
colors.
I'm doing them now in Photoshop because I want to start putting them. And when I do them on the phone, it's in a different color mode. They have to be in CMYK as opposed to RGB.
Oh, what's the difference?
And that's not Blue Skater Ginsburg. That's red, green, blue.
Okay.
So now I'm doing them in Photoshop. It was really convenient to do it on my phone. I have a little app that's just awesome called Photo Editor.
Okay.
And because it uses layers, both of them use layers, I was able to take the information from the phone and easily integrate it into Photoshop.
Nice.
And
You
plus,
must have a lot of fun doing these.
I have more fun than the color girl should probably have. And Pat, I didn't see you when I came to town. It was July, August of 2018.
Oh.
I started doing them then. I was on a train and I wanted to create something.
Yeah.
And because I'm on the train, I didn't have the sewing machine. I put together some pieces that I had done, sewn them, and then started experimenting. And this work started then.
Oh.
And several friends were like, "Oh, you have a sewing machine on the train?" It's like, no, I did this on my phone. And
That's
I
amazing.
just, and this group of work started just doing it every day. I think we had been into the quarantine pandemic about a little less than 6 weeks. And I was hearing from so many friends, I don't know what day it is. I don't know what day it is. So just kind of as a response, I would do a piece, and I'm going to go down to that. I would do a piece, and this is the first
go
one,
to. Nice.
and I put the date.
Nice. Nice.
And it just evolved into what we have now.
But that's what artists do, right? I mean, you change things around, you express yourself, you change the colors, and just experience life through your work, right? Wait, are you experiencing life through your work, or is your work experiencing?
You know, it's like chicken and the egg. You can't have one without the other.
Okay.
And I really have to say, it's not. This is when I voted in May.
Nice. Very nice.
This is something I did for my sister's birthday a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm. I'm really sad that Tachi had to leave. She had to leave right before you figured out how to do this, because Tachi makes these beautiful African flavored, African inspired T-shirts. And I wish you could have seen your art, because I would love to see the two of you somehow get together. And
I want to ask her some questions. So, Kay.
So if you can find Tachi, she's on. Hey, Nakiki is back.
Where can I find her on Facebook?
So Tachi, let's see, you can look for Mediascope. Her full name is 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 𝗖𝗜𝗧𝗬. I'll type it out. I'll type it out.
Okay. I'm going to have to go back. Why is my phone not coming on?
So her name is 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟, and she does, you type it out, Mediascope. She's in Florida right now.
The young lady just lives in Florida?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know, I just knew she was in Durham.
No,
she has a Durham vibe.
She's really cool. She's lived in New York and I forget, but other places. Her folks are from Nigeria.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, she makes. But she promotes. She has a friend who makes jewelry, so she helps promote those. And then she has her own line of really beautiful T-shirts.
Ooh, I'd love to see them.
Mm-hmm. So I think you two should talk.
I have a question. Is this really blurred to you right now?
No, it's super clear. It's nice.
Okay, on my end it's blur. I don't understand, but that's okay.
I don't, when it comes to all this tech stuff, I just try to hang in there. I don't understand it. But when it works, I'm happy. I'm thrilled when it works.
And I understand it, but I have to go through it and just kind of see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of the process.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I do know everything in California where you are is probably, shut down or limited at least. But how do you plan to show your art after the pandemic is over?
Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be printing the work and selling them.
Okay.
Prints, T-shirts, other items. I can't
so
go
I,
out right
so
now.
I suggest, like I said earlier, that you open a business Pinterest page. A business Pinterest page is free.
On my list, you have to have. Oh, there's some. I'm not going to pull my list out, but that is on my list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think you can get a lot of interest. Because you could draw them into your web page. You get a whole big old gigantic following. Because Guy Cook was telling us how helpful it's been for him. Surprisingly helpful for him.
And what is his product?
Actually, Guy Cook helps people with their websites.
Okay. I learned how to build websites at school.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I wish that's on my desktop.
Mm-hmm.
I'll figure that out to you later. Because it's not linked to the internet, it's just on the drive.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm really glad that you patiently worked with this until you could get it up on the screen. So you can do this on your own. You know, you can have an art minute.
And I will do that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I try to encourage everybody to do what I'm doing here because there's room out here for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Seriously, and it's so fun. A lot of people are afraid because they're afraid what they look like on camera, and that's fine. I can understand it. But to tell you the truth, most of us look kind of goofy to me. Maybe it's me, but I don't worry about looks and all that stuff. But but I also understand if people are hesitant. I understand because we're all different.
Well,
so
this piece here, you see, I have my teeth in right there.
Mm-hmm.
We had to have our graduation pictures.
Awesome.
So I set up a studio in my room. That's my room is a studio.
Nice.
I had a blue screen.
Nice.
Got rid of the background and then added 3 different backgrounds.
Okay. Well, you definitely know what you're doing.
I have a degree in it, so yeah, I do.
Oh, well, shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. Just beautiful.
So much.
I can see these on shirts though, for real, like a black T-shirt. I can see that. I could also see it. You know what I envision those? Do you know those? They're African leather. They're like you put the strap over your head, and it hangs down, and it's like this big, and it's like a leather purse, but it's flat.
The little pouches that you would put your papers in.
Yeah, I would put like my bus pass in it or whatever.
Yes.
And
yes.
I can see those on the front of one of those.
Yes.
Because I think people who carry their passes, like maybe their work passes or their bus passes, I think they would want that. They would want something like that. So if they don't misplace, because I mean, some people just put them in their back pocket of their jeans. The only thing is, nowadays a lot of our bus systems require us to keep the cards intact and not bent, so that when you dip it into or slide it across, that it registers.
Right.
So for those of us who have accidentally destroyed our little bus tickets, we would probably want something like these little flat African pouches that you wear around your neck with the Candace Thomas design on it, and then you slip your bus pass in there and you're good to go.
Well, they have somewhere. I make some little wallets, but they're not as elaborate as this at all. But if you go somewhere where it's the tap system, they just take it and tap it on top, so they didn't have to take it out.
Oh yeah, when I was in Chicago.
Yeah.
But also, so what you would do then, you would have a pocket with a clear plastic cover, so you could dip, so you could, actually, if your little wallet is long enough, then actually you could take the whole wallet and like if this is your African wallet, and you just dip it, tap it on top, and not even have to take it off your neck.
Exactly. And
that would be hip. And then you'd have so the front would be a Candace Thomas design.
Yes.
And then the back would have a clear pocket for your Metro Pass, and then you just boop.
And it doesn't even have to be plastic. It just has to be a substrate that the reader can read the card, because the ones I had, they were plastic, and not plastic, they were fabric.
Oh, really?
They were fabric, and there was one layer of interfacing, so 2 layers.
Oh,
cotton fabric, and then an interfacing. Interfacing would be the weight of like 2 pieces of paper.
okay. That's real modern.
Yeah. So it just has to be able to read.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's hip because, like I said, even when you visit other cities, I went to a bunch of conferences last year. I went to New Orleans,
Mm-hmm.
went to Ireland,
Ooh.
Chicago, and Nashville. And I took the bus in each of those cities, and each system was a little different, but they had all evolved into using these reusable, reloadable tickets that you had to take good care of.
Yeah, that's what they have here.
Mhm. Now ours is paper here in Durham, or like cardstock in Chicago, and they're more like plastic.
Right, right, right.
So, but yeah, I would love to see what you do with that if you choose to do something with that.
Well, the first thing was to have a body of work, because when I started posting them, I'm getting all these requests. Oh, you should do this. Like,
Mhm.
you know what? I got to have a body of work. When I hit 100,
Mhm.
now I'm looking for sources to have things printed.
Mhm.
I'm not
Okay.
able to go out, so I have to have them, order something, it gets back. But since I've been in this class, now I can see you on the phone, but I'm
Mhm.
noticing that when I scroll, let's see what happens. So is it scrolling for you? Oh, it is
Yeah,
scrolling.
yeah.
It is
Your
scrolling.
designs, yeah. Sure. Let me give you one
Okay, it
more
was just doing
idea.
this for me.
Let me give you one more idea, and then I probably should get back to work. But here's the thing. I'd love to
Now it's
see artists. Oh, you still there? Oh,
I'm
can you hear
here.
me? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I love to see artists showcase their work, but I also like to see artists. Maybe I hope I'm not too commercially minded, but I do like to see artists incorporate their works into things that have everyday use. And one
Cups,
thing that,
shower curtains, plates,
huh?
such as cups, shower curtains, plates, things like
Yes,
that.
yes, ma'am. But here's the thing. I when I first got my very first computer, well, okay, my second computer, it was a Mac, and I typeset a book for a lady, Janet Cheatham Bell. She was doing her very first famous Black quotations book, which became a big hit. But she started out before Time Warner discovered her and signed her up. She produced the first batch of books on her own, and I typeset it. And what I really dug about what she
Okay.
did in terms of being creative, she went to Hyde Park Bank. This is in Chicago, obviously, and she went to Hyde Park Bank. And what they did, they bought a bunch of her, and she made sure her books were really adorable. They're only like this big. They were real cute. The Hyde Park Bank bought up thousands of her book and gave them away to people who are opening up new bank accounts. And I was thinking, I love her thinking, and that she created something that somebody would buy in bulk to use as an incentive. So, yeah, I want artists to think more like that. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that's what I want, but let's just say it's cool when artists do things like that. So that's why I'm mentioning these bus passes and whatnot. So, Candace lost her signal. Ah. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get back to work. So, Candace, we will talk later. It seems that she lost her signal, but that is a-okay. We'll work it out later. So I'm going to get back to work. I want to respect your time. I've already taken up almost 2 hours of your time. If you're still here,
Okay.
there's Candace again. Okay, yeah, Candace, I was
Okay.
just saying good. I was just saying goodbye. But say it again. What were you saying? I think, okay.
We will connect
Anyway.
and we'll set something up.
Yes, we will. We will for sure. I don't know if you have my phone number, but it's easily found. Contact me on Messenger, and then let's talk some more. Okay?
I do have your phone number because I called you. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Much
do.
love.
Well, much love. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Awesome. So again, I will say adieu. You have a beautiful day. If you stuck around for this whole thing, I admire your perseverance. But anyway, you have a beautiful day. I will see you tomorrow at noon. If you want to hang out, as you can see, it's fun, it's informative, and also you get to experiment a little bit. So that when you do what I'm doing, you'll be smooth with it. So with that, have a beautiful day. I'll see you tomorrow at noon. Ciao for now.